Today, I'm giving you 3 tips that are going to ensure that you are the hero on Christmas Day. What's up, all you good fellow fly guys? You know who it is, the cat in the hat, your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo of StyleArchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to this styling thing and the Sale of Thought Tuesdays. Yo, I hope that you've been showing up this week in style, but if you haven't, if you've been having some issues identifying your identity in your image, or every time that you step into your closet, you find yourself a bit confused in trying to compose your character, well, fret no more. That's exactly why I'm here. Listen, I believe that every man has a story, and that story soon becomes history, or his story. And it all begins with your statement in style. And I want to help you tell it. So, if you don't know anything about me, I have been in the menswear industry for over 10 years and have been studying psychology as well as human sexuality for 5 years. Well, what does this mean for you? That means that every time you and I link up, I am here to ensure that your image as well as your identity always align themselves together so that you create more intimate connections no matter who you are dealing with. So, if you find the information beneficial, please consider subscribing. I would love to be a character in your style story. If you have already subscribed, like Imperial Events, I'm going to be looking for you in the comment sections. Make sure that you give me that like. Then you know that I appreciate you. Now, all you have is one thing left to do, and that is hit that notification bell, and that way you will be notified each and every time new content comes out. So today, I'm going to be giving you 3 tips to ensure that you are the hero. You are showing up as the man on Christmas Day. And the reason being is because when we're shopping for gifts for Christmas, it's usually easy for the kids. Kids usually have itemized lists. They're going to tell you where you can get it. They're probably even giving you QR codes now for you to figure out what gift is going to be best for them. So you don't even have to think about them. They're very direct in what they want. It's not until you have to shop for your adult friends or your adult family members or the lover and lady in your life that you start running into some issues. And you're like, what am I going to get? I don't even know what this person wants. They have everything that they need. How am I going to move in those spaces? But after these 3 tips, I guarantee you that you're going to have a lot more clarity, or at least have the tools to make sure that when you come in on Christmas Day, the adults are just as excited as the kids. So what is the first tip to ensure that you are showing up as the hero on Christmas Day? Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to listen to the person that you are shopping for. Now, whether you know it or not, when it comes to, you shopping for the young ladies in your life, it's usually a lot more challenging than it is for the fellas. Generally, the fellas are going to tell you exactly what they want, and, if you can show love, great. If you can't, it's all good. Versus the young ladies in your life, whether it's your mother, whether it's a close friend, or your lady, your romantic lady, they're not going to be as direct. This is because, and I want you to hear this, men speak in headlines, women speak in the fine print. So what do I mean? If you're out with your lady friend or even your mom and she says that she likes something, or wow, this is really cute, pay attention to that. If you're around them frequently, you want to pay attention to something that they've mentioned more than 3 times. Now, this is not going to be sequentially. It just may be over the course of several months. If they have seen something and they're like, wow, that looks really cool, or that looks really nice, or that would be lovely, or something like that, any one of these different types of things, I'm telling you, put it in your phone, write it down somewhere, because she is interested in that. One thing that you need to remember about ladies is if ladies make mention of something 3 or more times, it is very important to them. So make sure that you make note of that if it's on the challenging side of the game as well. Because if she says something more than 3 times, trust, after that, she is getting extremely aggravated each time she mentions it. So don't put yourself into that space. So the second tip that's going to ensure that you are showing up as the hero on Christmas Day is to pay attention to what your friends and family need. Now, this is not going to be something that is a tangible object per se. It may just be something that they need as far as emotional or mental support is concerned. So with the life that we live today, it is not uncommon for people to be overly stressed, overly worked, or have, extreme anxiety when they are dealing with certain things. So you want to pay attention to those things. Maybe your friend just needs a vacation, and so you can help get them to a destination and maybe put something on a hotel. Too expensive for you? Totally get that. Then maybe you want to just get them a spa day. Still too expensive? Got that too. Maybe you just want to get them something that is a stress reliever. Maybe that is a massage, a chair insert. Maybe that is just a little fidgeter that they can spin around if they have extreme attention, disorder. And most of us do. These little things are things that are going to be beneficial to them, as they are going to take away the need for them to overthink or for them to be overly stressed, and will help them get away. So the third thing that you can do that's going to ensure that you show up as a hero on Christmas Day is to use spies. Listen, it gets real out here. So I'm telling you, sometimes you need a little bit of help. Whether it is friends, whether it is additional family members, start snooping around. Don't be overly intrusive, but start snooping around a bit and figure out what these people need. Because a lot of times, especially if you're dealing with your grandmother or your mom, they're always trying to tell you some BS like, I don't need anything. All I need is your love. That's some bull. Don't get caught up in it. If your lady's telling you that, that's definitely some bull. Don't get caught up in it. And make sure that you are utilizing your spies. Reach out to our homegirls. Hit her friends up on Facebook and say, listen, y'all, I need your help. I'm trying to figure out something special to get my lady, and so I need you to give me some insight into what she likes that I just may miss out on. Or this will help you get some affirmation on the things that you're thinking. So something that simple can be so beneficial that you may bring tears to the loved one's eyes. And I don't know about you, there's nothing better than having those good tears come, because that means that it really means a lot to them. And lastly, I don't want you to think that a lot of these things cost a lot of money. If you are creative and you are paying attention, then it's going to be the thought that counts. And the more creative we get as adults, the more appreciative we are, because we're creating an experience, we're creating a memory, and it's not all about the tangible things. So I want you to try that on, see how it fits you. Leave me some comments with this answer to the question of the day. For the people that you are making purchases for, what have you listened to? What have you observed? And how have you potentially, you might have already spied on them, and what has that led you to thinking that they want? Leave me some comments in the comment box. Hopefully, even if people are still stuck after all three of these things, this will inspire some things to get their brains going. Now, don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you found the information informative. You know that it helps the channel to grow. Don't forget that we are here every Monday through Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to share this with a friend. I guarantee you that there's quite a few people who haven't thought about these different types of things. And lastly, don't forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind, so you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.